going somewhere I've never been before, which is a beach park that's supposedly nearby. We'll see. I don't have kids, and I won't have kids. Not my path. And that's okay. And it's also okay to have them, because kids are cool. And they're the future. Slay kiddos. Okay. Red light camera ahead, friends. Let's not be getting tickets. It's kind of the worst. I feel like now would be a good time to mention that if you haven't already, you should like and subscribe. Subscribe! Feels so cheesy to say that, but that's what you do. It feels cheesy for me to say it, you know, like that's the thing you have to remind yourself when you cringe at yourself, though. You don't cringe when other people do it, but why can't you? Just anything. Like, I guess if you're a judgmental person, that might not work for you, but if you can think about, like, whatever situation you're in, would you judge somebody for it? If you wouldn't, maybe don't be so hard on yourself, you know? The most self-reflective people can sometimes be the least judgmental, so maybe, I don't know. Lost my train of thought. Oh, I got heat rash for the first time in my life. I legit, like, looked in the mirror and I was, like, all splotchy on my neck and, like, upper body and arms and my tummy. Like, am I dying? It's a little dramatic. When you're not feeling anything and then you suddenly look over and you're splotchy, someone's really messing up the flow of traffic right now. Oh, you too. 2 people are messing up the flow of traffic. Oh, excuse me, fellas. Excuse me, brothers. Stupid. Just an intellectual. Sorry. I can't help but be a little bit self-deprecating. It's the way I was raised. I think I'm supposed to turn my car here. Yup. I think I did the right thing. Now I'm yielded. What is to yield? Do we not all have a different bandwidth at which to yield from? Okay, a car is passing. It had purple lights on it. It was kind of sick, but also a little spooky, which I like. Sick and spooky. Turning the jams back up because the ad's over. Yeah. Okay, actually there is a topic that's been on my mind, and that's like, I don't know, growing up on the internet. Hold on, let me rephrase that. Okay, thanks, bro. Sorry, that totally stole my train of thought. I don't lie. It's also because I don't know where I am. It's like, when you're not a good driver, that's a bad thing to me. So, well, it's not a bad thing. You should always expand your horizons. But it can be a difficult thing. Let's put it that way. What was I saying? Hold up. I was talking about growing up on the internet. Lately, I've been reflecting a lot on that experience. I feel like right now I'm really feeling both extremes. One extreme being like, oh my god, did the internet ruin me? Did it destroy my social skills? I have quite a bit of social anxiety. Now, I did have an antisocial family, so that might be more of it. People are kind of talking about this thing, the Gen Z stare, and the fact that Gen Zers don't have social skills. And I'm like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, uh-oh, is that me? Like, is that, like, I can be a very deadpan person, but I don't do so intentionally. Like, I feel like I'm being expressive, but then it's like, nobody understood I was making a joke. I'm just very deadpan, and, you know, I've been telling myself it's the Aquarius thing. You know, Aquarians can just be very cold on the surface. And, I mean, there's that going on, but I'm also like, maybe it's because of the chronically online thing, too. Like, maybe I do feel like more me expressing myself with a little emoticon, a little smiley face. Like, that feels more, oh, that sounds so sad. I'm not trying to just, like, see the bad side of that. It's still socializing. Like, see, that's the other extreme where I'm like, oh my God, thank God we had this and we have this now. Ooh, the water, it's beautiful. Oh my God. Like, thank God we had the internet, because if we didn't, or I guess I should say I wouldn't have met some of the most important connections that I've made in my life. And I started to kind of try to tell myself that that's not like how you really make friends for a while, and really struggled with like physical world friendship again. Not that I don't see value in that, but I feel like undervaluing what online friendships can do was kind of wrong. I can be a very extreme person in my head, but it can't just be one or the other. Okay, I think that this parking lot is gonna charge me money. Not to like break up the deep thoughts here, I'll try to come back to it. So we're gonna go up this really creepy hill instead. Yeah. Oh God, there's like a little old man. He's not gonna want me to turn around in his driveway. Oh no. Oh, well, the water view though, okay. I'm gonna try to, oh God, oh Lord, no. Oh God, I'm driving legit just up to this guy's driveway. Oh no, there might be a turn here. I don't know, I think we're getting out of this, don't worry. Okay, here I go. Okay, so this walk with me, I'm hoping it doesn't have to become a drive with me. We'll find another place to walk if this doesn't work out, don't worry. We are honestly right here on the water. It is stunning. I wish I could show you better. I'm not prepared to unplug. Well, let's try. Oh my God, I just smeared the camera with sunscreen. I'm so sorry, guys. Hold up. I'm going through a very skinny road, so I'm gonna have to wipe you carefully. Okay, so apparently this place is called Redondo Shores, which is interesting because there's a Redondo Beach in California that I have visited, but I've never been here, and I've lived here for most of my life. I did live in New Zealand when I was a high schooler for 1 year. Although some people wouldn't even say a year counts as living somewhere, in which case I also didn't live in LA for almost a year, didn't make it to a year because of COVID. But other than those 2 years, I've lived in Washington the whole time. I had no friends, so okay, well I had like one friend, and I had some jealousy issues, and she just had way more friends, so I was still lonely, you know what I'm saying? And then I've had other friends throughout, but I struggled socially because I was a weirdo. I know that that's like so Jughead from Riverdale cringe. I was a weird kid, so I don't really judge people for thinking I was you know, it was on me. But power to the weirdos, right? Like, I had a teacher that used to always say, let your freak flag fly, and I know that the Shrek musical also has a song about that, so that's what you all should do, because that's what I'm trying to do. Not that we have to be the same, but I think it's a good thing. I had a point as to why I was saying I didn't have many friends, but I was talking about moving. That's why I was jealous of people that got to move, even though like they'd always be sad, like, I'm leaving all my friends behind. I'd be like, you get to start over, and like, oftentimes I felt like people would be excited to meet the new kid, so it would be like, hopefully you could restart more positively. But yeah, I never got to do that. Back to the point at hand. Oh my god, we're pulling up at a 7-Eleven. Maybe I should get a Slurpee. Maybe not a Slurpee. Maybe I'll get something else. We'll see. Let's go. Oh, it's actually like boarded up. You try to be spontaneous, and the world just shits on you sometimes. It's okay. Low-key, it's getting hot in here. I'll be leaving my clothes on though, thank you very much. For real though, I don't know where I am. That almost sounded like, oh my god, there's a lake! The sound I just made almost sounded like Amanda's song / language for our cat Gordy. It's like, kind of like the Animal Crossing villagers and how they talk, like they say words, but it's in like squeaky little, you know? But yeah, that's Gordy's language, which only they really speak, but I try to sometimes. But yeah, they speak each other's language, and I'm just catching up. I'm new to being a cat person, but I'm a full convert. Not that I don't love dogs too. Dogs are awesome, but I just totally didn't know how awesome cats were, and now I do, and I'm happily a cat and a dog person, but I think a little bit more of a cat person, just lifestyle-wise. Okay, for reals, I'm lost. Oh my god, there's like a ton of children crossing the street, like, I guess it's probably a school, that's not that weird. Where, oh my god, am I in Kent? Philip French Road. Oh, okay, so there's a middle school here. They have like a dope little sign. I think I am. Okay. They have a dope little sign that said like, okay, right now it says empathetic. Oh. Inclusive, kind, safe, empathetic. Oh, I love that. Middle school is such a rough time. Which brings me back to the point. Yeah, I feel like there are huge pros to being able to connect online so freely. I'm very grateful and nostalgic for like the online memories that I have. And like, for me, this is so funny because the kids right now online love Roblox, but for me, that was definitely my thing growing up too. Like, it's kind of crazy to me that it's been like this same environment like this whole time, just a little bit different. But I grew up meeting some really cool friends on there, and I had a friend that I was so close to that I always joked that like he would literally be someone I'd invite to my wedding, even though we've never met, and now we don't really talk, but he was such a good friend to me when I didn't have real life friends that it's hard not to feel nostalgic and reminisce about the internet. The early days, especially because now, like, as an adult, you know, you can't have the same social experience, or you can, but like, it depends on if you want to talk to children or not. And like, I love children as community members, but you know, I'm not trying to like form these close bonds with random kids. I don't know if I want to say that. Like, kids are great and all, but like, what's nice about an online experience is usually when you actually are interacting with people, not necessarily of your age, but of your maturity level or of your type. And it was easier to find that as a kid because, you know, you log into Roblox and there's a bunch of other kids and maybe a few creeps and maybe a few older people that aren't creeps but are actually just cool older sibling energy. Okay, let's go. I'm only saying that because this couple started walking right up to me, and do I have brain damage now? Recently, I've gotten a refreshed taste of what it's like to interact with people on the internet and make real friends in a way that does feel more genuine to me. Like, when you're meeting people at work, which is kind of how I've made friends more recently, because that's the adult way, I've really struggled with feeling this incongruence between how they perceive me because they see my work self, which, well, let's just say I'm a Capricorn midheaven. So they see this really militant worker, like they see me as someone that works really freaking hard, and I am. My true spirit is not represented well at work because I'm fully trying to be a professional, and like there's such a, I'm backing up right now, there's such a level to that that is not me at all. Like, I'm an anti-capitalist to my core. I'm being obedient at work because I need a job, not because I care so deeply about making someone else money. Like, no one can call me on that because I'm still a hard worker and I will work my ass off. No matter, you know, like, I'm not lazy, but I'm also not willing to be exploited. It's just hard to form bonds when you're socializing as your public performance, especially when you're in customer service, which is the only jobs I've really worked. So you're performing for customers and socializing in that way, and that sort of leaks into your conversations with your coworkers. And it's not that it's not you, but you're not fully expressing yourself because you're in a professional environment. So I don't know, for me, I just really struggle. And then I start to feel unseen, even though it's kind of my own fault. And then I'm so socially awkward that I can't make it right outside of work. Not that I can't make it right, but I can't sustain it and bring them to a point where they do see the real me. You get it? I wonder if any of you relate. But I'm like, maybe I'm like this because I've forged digital connections at such a young age. And if so, is that like bad? But then I'm like, but what's wrong with connecting in a way that's different than what maybe our parents think is normal? You know, like there's still that part of me that's like, well, it's still like, what are you doing? You're underselling how deep connections can go. They can coexist. You can have physical connections and digital connections, and as long as you're not falling into the parasocial trap of like not actually connecting with who you think you're connecting to. That's where it gets funky, of course, especially as an adult, because, you know, the landscape is just not the same. I don't know. I think the answer is, yeah, balance is key. I can't be thinking nobody should be thinking it's one way or the other. I'm so grateful for the friendships I've made online throughout my whole life, but especially right now, I'm trying to highlight the difficulty that comes up with the social structures we have in society that can be very limiting, especially to people that are neurodivergent or more socially anxious or anything of the sort. Okay, I'm legit so lost right now. There's a tennis court. Amanda and I are possibly gonna try some tennis. I'm a little nervous because I have wrist issues because I'm an ex-barista. Apparently she's a serving queen, so I want to experience that. Oh my god, there's another lake. It might be the same lake. I should probably figure out where I am. But before I do that, I just want to say, I was getting to it. I feel very mushy, gushy about the recent friendships I have made, and if you're watching this and you think that is you, it probably is. So I just want you guys to know that I love you, and ew, emotions. Yeah, I think it's stupid to discount the power the internet has, especially in a time where we're being divided at every angle in society, intentionally, by people that have way more money than us for their own enjoyment, practically. Let me remind you that they make it hard on purpose, and let me remind you that it doesn't have to be, and we don't have to judge ourselves for how we do it, and there are meaningful connections waiting to be made around every corner, whichever corner that suits you. Thank you to my new friends, hand heart, and thank you to the friends I haven't made yet, and yeah, okay. We are a repressed society, and it makes me cringe at myself when I feel like holding back emotionally. Like, I literally am like, this isn't me. I'm an emotional person, but I definitely put a wall up. I'm very uncomfortable crying in front of other people or expressing those types of emotions, but I don't want to be that way, because there is so much more strength in being emotional and being vulnerable, in speaking the truth and speaking your emotional truth. You can't repress everything and expect to feel better. Repressing things brings it all out in other ways that you aren't conscious of. But yeah, anyways, there's strength in friendship, there's strength in community, there's strength in connection of all kinds, there's strength in connecting with those that are similar to you and those that are different. But you are needed in this world, and think about how many people out there are dreaming about having a friendship with someone just like you, and how many people are out there that need a connection with someone just like you. Probably way more than you freaking think. Okay, guys, I accidentally got on I-5. I'm so pissed. This is why you don't drive and talk. I probably should stop doing that. I'm also somehow I'm in the freaking carpool lane, bro. I'm not a carpool. Don't arrest me, please. I need to get over because I'm not legal, man. I'm just one guy in here. Thank you for letting me in, sir. Please let me in, mister. Oh god. Okay. We're getting over. See, I understand the drama of the self-driving car. I get it. I'm so bad at this. However, I don't think I want to let a robot drive my car. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be an old man about it, but I am legit am I on another freeway? I think I'm on an entry. Oh god, guys, I just need to nap. What? Okay, so I've ended up somewhere that I didn't intend to go, but we're gonna go because I'm very intrigued. Apparently this is a bonsai garden. I'll show you why I'm like in a sec here, but it's a little creepy. It's like a dark wooded area, and you know, let's put on this hat because I feel like it makes me look friendlier. I mean, maybe not. Maybe it actually makes me look less friendly. Well, the hat will allow me to not wear the sunglasses, so we'll do it. Okay, now I look friendly, right? I'm just a friendly little nerd. Don't punch me. Hydrate is always a good thing to do. Hydration, I should say. Got a little bit of mukbang key check. They're in there. Okay, so this building is why I'm like kind of confused. First of all, there's like very few people. Very sketch. Empty parking lot there. I mean, it's not very sketch, but it is a little. I'm also wearing shorts, so I don't know. Do other people feel this way? Like, I don't really like to be wearing like shorts if I'm in a new situation, because like you don't really know what to expect, and like if I get spooked, I like to be more clothed. That's kind of sad. It's womanhood, I guess, in America. Look how creepy that is. It said no trespassing over there, so I probably won't keep walking, but even the breeze is scaring me. Yeah, I'm not really sure what this is or how far we're gonna go, because like I said, I'm not feeling super prepared, but that's life, I guess. At least with nobody here, I don't feel super cringe, but that's kind of the thing anyway. I'm not trying not to feel cringe. I need to work on myself. To cringe is to be controlled. Okay, so I'm coming across a sign. I'll show you. It says garden footpath. It is very beautiful. There's a bunch of ivy. There's the sign. Walking, walking, walking. Okay, there's like a bear sign. Rhododendron species botanical garden. Okay. I'm down. Spooked at how far this is. We carry on. Alright, no post. Also, I think it's right here. Okay, I'm not scared anymore. I just came across a group of people in hats that were on the elderly side. They seemed more judgy than scary. Embarrassed for feeling scared now. A different kind of fear. Oh, dang. Okay. These are some juicy ladies. I don't know if I need to pay to be here. This art. All the little bonsai trees have faces. Super cute. Makes me think of Maple Story. Oh man. Slay. Get it, Judy. Well, slay Judy. Slay Judy. I like that too. Oh. Hello, ladies. Hello. What exactly is a bonsai? I'm so glad you asked. The art of growing trees in pots and shaping into artistic representations of very old trees but much smaller. Dope. Bonsai is the Japanese word for bon, which means container, and sai meaning to plant. Dope. Okay, I see the vibe. So they're trying to make them look like miniature versions of really old trees. Very Tolkien-coded hobby. Wow, this one's beautiful. They'll have different names. This one's a silverberry. And there's a lot of info too, which I would read. But like I said, I don't even know if I needed to pay admission. I will if they come hunt me down. Didn't seem like it. Feels like it might be free. Cute. Thirst alert. How'd they know? That's awesome. They are quite beautiful. Ooh, that's a big one. Okay, girl. The D'Amato family. They must be bougie. Just me and the big bonsai. She's slaying. California juniper. Creeping Junior. Japanese black pine. Now they're speaking my language. Too long, didn't read. What is the most important thing you want to tell me? It says, small talk invites you to celebrate our bond with the natural world, reminding us of the magic that unfolds when we attune ourselves to the unspoken language of trees. I support that message. Beautiful. And these trees are truly beautiful and otherworldly beings. He's an animator who built many tree houses. Dope. Oh, lead character designer on Bob's Burgers. Slay. I do love Bob's Burgers. He's a multi-talented fella because look at this. Isn't that sick? I guess he's working with Bonsai. treehouse concept art is so dope to me. I love how expressive and foreboding it can be of what's to come. That's dope. Alright, Dave. I see people doing the same thing here, but with their own personal spin on thing. Inspirational people who have fought to bend living their lives to their own design. Thank you so much for being crazy too. Get it. Alright, let's see if we can find our way back. It's kind of weird walking through the forest to get there. Well, not weird, I thought it was cute. I guess I've just seen too many horror movies, you know. Having anxiety is fun. I do think I was possibly supposed to pay for that, so I might donate. Because I completely missed it. Oops. Okay, I'm getting lost. See, this is where I die. Anyways, oh, okay, actually I didn't have to pay. I just connected it in my head. It said, you have to pay $10 to see the rhododendrons, but the bonsais were free. So, good thing I didn't sneak in. They probably would have stopped me. It was a little bit of an awkward vibe. I was definitely the youngest person there by like maybe 40 years. It was a little bit of a, I mean, it is a Friday, but it is summertime. I guess the youngins aren't interested in bonsai trees. I learned a lot, and they were really cool. It takes a lot of patience and skill to do. I took a little clip of me trying. They had an interactive section where you could bend a bonsai tree, and I was failing miserably. Granted, I was also feeling awkward because, you know, everyone there very much seemed very purposeful with their presence, and I felt like I wandered into it. But I'm glad I did, because it was beautiful. I smiled at everybody that looked at me weird. I'm sure that they weren't, oh my god, a chipmunk. But it's not a squirrel. It's not a squirrel. Oh my god. It has like a really stubby, short, maybe it is a squirrel. It has a really stubby tail. I can't get it on camera. It's too fast. You know, I was trying to blend in, and I wasn't blending. Holy shit. It's overcast, but it is like 70 degrees. And holy frick, am I sweaty. Don't mind me blotting myself. I don't want to get another heat rash, which apparently occurs when there's sweat trapped under the skin. Although I don't know if this would really help in that case. But you know, we'll try our best. Ew. Yeah, I think the hat might have to stay on now. One thing about me is I am never gonna put something back where it should. I like flung it. Okay, I found it, don't worry. Hat back on, because now we're sweaty. God dang. Okay, there's one more thing that I saw on my way in here that I think we should maybe check out. So let's go do that really quick before we reflect. Although I might want to check my text really quick. Communication is key. Back here sometime and take a walk. Okay. Now I think I'm gonna go apply to some jobbies and maybe draw, because that sounds nice. And maybe do some other slightly productive things. I don't know. I definitely need to focus and map my way back because I don't know where I am. But it sure is beautiful, and I'm really glad that the universe led me here today because honestly, I was surrounded by some bougie museum goers, but they all seem nice, and I think we all got to share in our love of nature for a little while. And yeah, I'm happy I saw something new, and I wish that I had seen the rhododendrons, but maybe next time. I might film a little goodbye clip too, but I just want to say thanks for watching the video for real, and thank you for liking it and subscribing to the channel, and I have a lot more to share with you all, a lot more walks to go on. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm literally losing brain cells from the heat, so I will see you next time. I have a question for you to comment and answer to if you want, which is, what's your favorite type of plant? I feel like that's a pretty cool question. I'm not like very knowledgeable on plants, but I'm intrigued by them, so let me know what your fave is and why. And if it was a bonsai tree, this video is so for you. All right, love you. Earth loves you. Goodbye.